Hello everyone, welcome to the ichimokucharts.com daily analysis for the SP 500 for Wednesday, May the 27th. Well, more of the same congestion that the market's been trading in over the last week or so. Today was fairly bearish. We had a red candle with a fairly large body, quite a bit smaller than the previous body, but relative to the bodies over the previous 5 days before that, the body was fairly large. The body was engulfed by the previous body. Now, some people might think that this is a potential harami pattern. The only problem is, though, you need some sort of a trend to reverse for a pattern, a candlestick pattern, to be valid. So there isn't really any trend because we're congesting right here. We had an inside day and outside day, and now we have what some may think is a harami, but it's not. So when you have congestion, you can't have a candlestick pattern. Now, regardless of that, though, the market actually traded in a new first time frame uptrend, where we have a higher high and a higher low. So confusing that issue is the fact that the market is closed quite bearish. We've opened up near the high and closed down near the low, which means that the bears have won the battle for the day, and the bears took control of the market, and they're committed. That all serves to complicate the whole issue. And remember what we highlighted yesterday. We have an ascending triangle. Sorry, once again I said that. A descending triangle in this market. For some reason I like saying it, ascending triangle. We have a descending triangle, and that's where we have the market making successive lower highs within the pattern, but equal lows within the pattern. So a descending triangle, and a potential for a breakout, potentially to the downside, although these patterns can break out to the upside as well, but the likelihood is that we will get a downside breakout. Now, we need to wait until we get the breakout before we actually trade this pattern. If we do get a breakout to the downside, we've got all of this trend here to reverse. Now, if that does happen, then the market is likely to trade down somewhere to this area where the Kumo is. We know that the Kumo will act as an area of support or resistance. In this case, it'll act as an area of support. Now, if you look at the other Ichimoku indicators, and we look at the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, the Tenkan-sen represents the shorter time frame trend. The Kijun-sen represents the higher time frame trend. They're both pointing sideways, which means that the market has no momentum. And that's why the market is within this trading range, or this congestion area. So no direction for this market. We're waiting for a breakout. Now, if we do get a breakout from this triangle to the upside, we need to be aware that we've got this overhead resistance. And this overhead resistance is held quite strongly. Well, we identified that a few days ago. We had the downside price rejection here, and now the market's tried to trade up within this region of where the price was rejected a few days ago, and it's been sold off fairly substantially. So chances are that we will get a downside breakout, but as I said, we need confirmation of that. Now, looking at some of the other indicators, the cloud twisted some time ago, which means that it's still essentially bullish. So potentially what we might get, if we do have a downside breakout, is a retracement, and then a higher time frame trend might continue up on its way. And the Tenkan-sen is on top of the Kijun-sen still, which is bullish, but the market is trading down below the Tenkan-sen, which means that in the first time frame, or the faster time frame, the market is fairly neutral. So we need to be patient and wait for the price action to tell us what to do.